Before we start this video, there are a couple of things that are really important that you do on your Windows 10 device in order to get this to work. The first thing is set your user to an administrator account. If you're not administrator, this won't work. Second of all, if you don't want to be annoyed by constant notifications and pop-ups of when you're trying to change settings, set this slider down to never notify. And last of all, in your developer settings, if you go to your Windows Update security settings, make sure that you are in developer mode. If you're not in developer mode, this won't work. Right, let's get on with the video. Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft Bedrock Edition software tutorial and showcase video where I'm going to be showing you today a new app that is going to allow you to switch between which Minecraft Bedrock Edition version you're playing, including betas and RTX versions as well. Before we get into that, in my last video I showed you a piece of software called Mcpe Profiles, which is part and parcel of what we're doing today. So what we showed in the last one is completely built into today's one as well, but basically that allowed you to change your user profile when you loaded up Minecraft. So the same version of Minecraft every time, but you could have different skins, different worlds, depending on which user profile you're using. We're not doing that today. Today that is built into this Mcpe Switcher app, and today we're going to be focusing less on the profiles. If you want to learn about that, go and check out the last video. We're going to be focusing on how we change versions. So let's jump straight into it. A quick disclaimer before we get into it. What we're going to be doing today to get this system to run is very technical. It requires quite an in-depth knowledge of your computer systems and Windows 10 and permissions and things like that. If you're not comfortable with that, if you're just a casual computer user, this video and this software is not for you. Anyway, first thing we're going to do is we're going to hop over to foxynotail.com. We're going to go to our downloads and our tools section. We're going to click on this link here and we're going to download Mcpe Switcher to our downloads folder. Once it's fully downloaded, you'll be able to extract that into its own folder, then just move it to a folder on your computer somewhere. I've chosen to make a brand new folder called tutorials on my C drive. This can go absolutely anywhere, it really doesn't matter. And once that's there, we can open it and we can pretty much run it from straight away. What you might get is your antivirus software or Windows saying, hey guys, this is software we don't really know about, it's very new, hardly anyone's downloaded it, we don't know whether it's been proven, it could contain viruses. It absolutely doesn't, so we're going to run this program anyway, and then it will load up with this, which gives us a drop down for our profile. So we've got default and new. The default profile, as we talked about in the last video, literally just links to our com.mojang folder inside of our Minecraft package directory. So that is the normal profile, if you like. The new profile, which won't be populated yet, is in this profiles folder which comes with it, and it's empty. If you switch to that when you run Minecraft, that will fill up. But you'll notice we don't have any versions, and the reason for that is our versions folder is empty. We actually need to get hold of some versions of Minecraft to put in our versions folder in order for us to switch between versions. Now, before we go down the deep dark rabbit hole of how we get these versions on our computer, I'm going to flick back to the system that I've already got set up, which is just here. And if I load that up, you can see that I've got a few different versions on here. And if I go to my versions folder, they're all in there. Now, there are two different ways to get these versions, the easy way and the hard way, as I've written about inside the README file here. And in this handy help file within the section called The Easy Way, there is a link here to a page that if we copy and paste that into our browser, it's going to take us here, which is the Minecraft Windows 10 version launcher by Mr. Arm. And if we click on release and we click on the zip file down there, that'll download that to our downloads folder. Then if we right click on that and extract it to its own folder, we can actually put that inside our tutorial Mcpe Switcher folder here and run it directly from there. So if we open up this, we've got a file that says mclauncher.exe, and you can see it's got a tiny little shield on there, which means that if we run that, it's going to run as administrator mode. Or if we right click it and do run as administrator, you can see there's a shield there as well. All of these programs that we're going to be running today require you to be able to run things as an administrator. If you do not have administrative privileges on your PC, then you are not going to be able to run these tools. So let's click run as administrator. This is going to pop up, and basically, although this is no longer under development anymore, it's a very similar system to what we've got. in my new profile switcher. So it doesn't have the profiles, but it does have a version switcher, which is basically a list of all of the Minecraft Bedrock Edition versions, going all the way down to 0.13, all the way up to the very latest beta. And if you click on download, that actually downloads them from the official Microsoft Store. Now you do need to have a Microsoft Store account. Your store account needs to be logged in, and you need to have purchased Minecraft in order for this to work, which I have. So if I click on 1.14.60 and click download, that'll start downloading that version right here into our new MC Launcher folder. You can see it's downloading this file here called .appx, and once it's finished downloading, like now, it's going to extract that into its own little folder inside here. So we've now got a new folder called Minecraft 1.14.60. That is our version folder, and we can use that with our new program to switch between versions, but it can't find it yet. But hang on a minute, if I've got the Minecraft version manager from the Mr. Arm download that has all of the download versions in it, and I can launch any of those, what do I need this new switcher one that you've made for, Foxy? And aren't you just copying him? Well, no, I'm not copying him. I've completely written this from the ground up. It uses a completely different system. This is all written in C++, and it does all sorts of complicated stuff with the Windows Store. All mine does is run a couple of bits in the background and switches between versions, so it's not the same at all. Mine's obviously got the profiles in as well, but the biggest difference is that Mr. Arm isn't actually developing this one anymore, and you'll see if I try and download any of the betas, we got some problems with it actually being able to download anything, which I'll cover shortly. At the moment, our program is looking in this versions folder here for any versions. As we can see, it's empty because the versions are actually in this MC Launcher folder. So what we can do is go to our MCBE switcher folder, open up the options.txt file, and you can see version directory here. We can just change that to point to our MC Launcher one. So if we open the MC Launcher one, click on the little folder here, and then hit Ctrl and C to copy that. Then we can go back to our options text file, highlight the bit that we don't want anymore, and then hit Ctrl and V to paste it. And then we'll go File, Save, close that. And now when we open our MCBE switcher, you will see that it has a version in there. And if we select that version and hit launch, it's going to launch Minecraft 1.14.60.5, as you can see. So either of these programs will only actually launch your version when you hit the launch button if you've uninstalled Minecraft from the Windows Store. If you've got Minecraft installed on the Windows Store, this won't work. So this is the easy way to get your versions using this software, and you can download any of these versions. But if you're not enrolled in the beta, you're not going to be able to get the beta downloads. Now, technically, I am actually enrolled in the beta, but you'll see if I try and download any of them, it won't let me. And the reason for that is that I'm actually stuck in the RTX beta. There is a bug about being able to leave the beta updates, and this affects both the normal beta and the RTX beta. Basically, my account is completely stuck on RTX, even though on the store and in the Xbox Insider app, which you use to join the betas, they both say that I'm on the normal beta and not RTX. I have been in touch with both Xbox and Mojang, and they've both said that there is a problem behind the scenes that means that my account is locked into RTX, and that hopefully they'll fix it soon. Which is exactly the reason why I need one of these switching apps, so I can choose what version I'm going to play on without having to rely on leaving and enrolling in the betas. You may notice as well that there are no RTX updates here. While there are 1.15 betas, there's no RTX version, so you can't get the RTX versions from this, but I will show you how to do that in a minute. So if you've tried everything but you're at your wit's end and you can't download any of the other versions and you don't know what to do, and you've tried enrolling in the beta and it's still not working for you, there is another way to get these versions onto your system, which I'll show you now. Now, the first thing we're going to do is fully back up our Minecraft data just in case we've got anything important in there. And the way we do that, we're going to copy this link here from the README file into our Explorer window by clicking on that folder, hitting Ctrl and V, and then pressing Enter. And that's going to take us to our com.mojang folder, our main profile. We're going to grab all of that and copy that somewhere else onto our hard drive, just so we're going to keep it safe. And the next thing that you do is going to completely depend on what situation you're in. If you're not currently enrolled in the beta and you want to download the latest stable version of the game, then open up your Microsoft Store and hit install on the Minecraft, and that will download the latest version of Minecraft to your Windows apps folder. Now technically it's going to download the RTX version for me because I'm stuck in the loop, so I can't demonstrate it not doing that, but the theory is exactly the same, so don't worry about it. Once it's fully installed, what we can do is go to our C drive, go down to Program Files, and in Program Files right at the bottom you'll see a folder that is called Windows Apps. Now this is a hidden folder. If you can't see that, then what you need to do is go to your View panel, hit the Options button, and then go to the View tab and change Hidden Files and Folders from Don't Show to Show and hit OK. Then you'll be able to see this folder, but when you double click it, it won't let you in. Now it will for me, I can go straight in there, but for you guys it's going to throw up an error saying, hey, this is a security issue, you're not allowed in here. To get past that, you've got to right click it, hit Properties, go to the Security tab, and then hit Advanced. Once you're in there, you'll see that there is an owner. That will probably say System. What you're going to do is hit Change, and you're going to find your local user. Now, it needs to be a user with administrative privileges. Now, for me, that is the account that I log into my Windows 10 with, which is foxynotail@gmail.com. If I hit Check Names, it's going to find the correct user. Click OK, it's going to launch a new window, and it's going to give me the option to replace owner on subcontainers and objects, which I'm going to tick. Then I'm going to click OK, and it's going to change the permissions of all of the folders inside of that folder and that folder as well, so that now when I click OK and I click on that, I can go in there and I can access all of these files. So now if you scroll down here far enough, you will eventually get to one called Microsoft.MinecraftUWP, and then a version number, and then this bit at the end. The version number is whatever current version you've downloaded. 1.15.8.0 is the RTX version, 1.16 is the current beta version, and 1.14 is the current stable release version. Depending on when you watch this video will depend on what version's there. All we got to do at this point is click it, hit Control and C on our keyboard to copy it. We're going to go back to our switcher folder, and we're going to go to our versions folder, and we're going to paste it in there. Or we could also paste it into our MC Launcher folder that we did earlier, and we can put it in there. It really doesn't matter where we put it, as long as it's in the right folder that our options file is pointing to. So at the moment our options file is pointing to there. We've just pasted it in here. That's absolutely fine. We can change our options text to go back to the versions folder. So let's open that again. Let's change that back to what it was before and hit save. And now when we click on our MCBE switcher, you'll see there's still no versions. And the reason for that is we need to rename it. We need to rename it so it matches the type of names that the MC Launcher gives it, just for ease of use. So if we click on it, hit F2 on our keyboard, get rid of Microsoft dot, get rid of everything between Minecraft and the version number and change it to a dash like that, and get rid of everything after the version number. Now when we go back to our MCBE switcher, you will see that it is listed in there. But before we can launch it, there is one more sneaky little thing we need to do to the version, and that is to go into the folder and delete the Apex signature file. If we get rid of that there and go back to our switcher, when we launch that, that will actually work. If we don't get rid of that file, it won't launch. Now, the other thing you need to remember is make sure you've uninstalled the official version before you hit the launch, otherwise it's just going to launch that in instead. Let's say you've got Minecraft installed on the Windows Store, you're not going to be able to use the switcher. You'll need to go to your apps and features and uninstall Minecraft before you'll be able to use the switcher and change the versions. Once you've uninstalled it and you hit launch, it will work absolutely fine. So what if you want different versions? What if you want the latest beta version? Well, in that case, you'd need to download an app called the Xbox Insider Hub. You will need to join the Xbox Insider program by clicking join and then accept. And then you'll need to go to Insider Content. You'll need to click on Minecraft, and you need to click join and choose whether you want the normal beta, which is the 1.16 versions, or the RTX ones. Now I'm currently stuck on this RTX one, even though I'm clearly not even joined. If we click on that, hit done, click accept, we're going to get a loading screen. It says pending here, and it's going to have a circle going round and around there. Once that's done, give it maybe half an hour to an hour. Once that's done, it will open up the store for you and you'll be able to download the beta version. As you can see, it's already popped the store up for me. If I click install, that should download the beta version, not the RTX. For me, it's going to download RTX because I'm stuck in the RTX. For you, if you're not stuck in that loop, that will download the correct version. Which means if we go back to our program files and our Windows apps versions and we scroll down, you will now see in there you will have the Minecraft UWP 1.16 file. As I said, I'm stuck in the RTX, so it's not going to give me that. Fortunately, I already downloaded my versions through the store doing this method before I got stuck onto the RTX. So once you've fully downloaded all of your versions and you've put them inside of your version folder, whether that's through the MC launcher or through downloading them through the store, you can load up your MC switcher program and you can choose which one you want to go into. Now I'm going to go into the latest beta, which we know for a fact that I don't have on this system because I'm stuck in the RTX version on this computer, but you'll see when I load this up, it will be Minecraft 1.16. And then there we go, I'm now in the 1.16 version of Minecraft, but let's say I want to record a video on truly Bedrock and do my normal videos. Let's launch the Minecraft 1.14 instead. And when this loads up, you'll see I'm in 1.14. And you know what? I feel like I want to record an RTX video, and this time I'm actually going to launch it with an RTX profile, which has already got my shaders and stuff attached to it. So let's load 15.08 with the RTX profile. Let's do that. And there you go, we are in the Minecraft 1.15.08 beta, just like that, at the touch of a button. So going forward, if you want to keep getting the new versions as they're released, what I would seriously recommend that you do is use this MC launcher to do your downloads. Get yourself signed up to the beta, and then you'll be able to download any version except for the RTX stuff. So even when you're enrolled in the beta, you can still load the stable releases as well as the beta. So let's say the next version of Minecraft 1.14 comes out, let's say it's 1.14.8, you'll still be able to download that as well as the beta versions if you're enrolled in the beta. If you do happen to get stuck in the beta like I am, you'll still be able to get the stable release versions, which is absolutely fine, and the RTX versions from the Microsoft Store. You just won't be able to get the other beta versions at that point on this particular account. But if you was to log into a different device that has Windows 10 and a different profile that has purchased Minecraft Windows 10 from the store, you'll be able to download the beta versions from that if that one enrolls to the beta. So it's a bit complicated, it's a bit convoluted, and the bugs with getting stuck in the beta certainly don't help, but once you've got it sorted out and you know what you're doing, it's really easy to switch between Minecraft, and you no longer at that point have to keep enrolling and unenrolling from the beta. You can just stay logged into the beta and get any version you want. Anyway, that is enough from me. I would like to say thank you all very much for watching this video. Do hope you found it useful. If you want to download it, head over to foxynotail.com and to the download site. And if you need any more information, make sure to hit me up on Discord, on YouTube, or on Twitter. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!